Hello. That is severely backwards. How do we flip this thing? There we go. Then flip over. There we go. I'm even gonna put my headphones in. I don't really talk to anybody. I last time I titled the video and I said, "Oh well, eating cereal." Oh, it'll be so loud for me to adjust real quick. It's capitalism, and people tuned in and started trolling me. That's fucking not better. That's better. Um, had a sticker on the house and said, "Mow the lawn. It's over 6 inches, or we'll charge you $150 an hour to mow your lawn." And I thought to myself, why? Because it rained and I couldn't mow it in time. How much? And I emailed them. I go, "How much do the stickers cost?" And then I started mowing the lawn. I want to get it done because it's a sweat, the libertarian sweat of city mandates, and I figured it would be less for couldn't they contract out to a private sector and save money? And it's like, no, they want to rip you off. And it's like, but we have people who mow. They would have somebody that from the city to mow the lawn, and their job is groundskeeper. I'd rather them do it for less, or I'd rather them not do it at all, and lease it out to the capitalists. And it's like charge my little old mother $150 an hour to mow the lawn, and what they call an abatement, which abattoir means slaughterhouse, so they think they're pruning back society. And then two parts is one, it's my grass, it's private property, and two, they'll put a sticker on my house, it's private property. And so somewhere they thought that was the law. I could see if I was living like a sanctuary city and it's living on the sidewalk and they're like, oh, well, that's our sidewalk. It's not your grass. And it's just going to grow back. And I wanted to get a small rice before I went to the gym. Oh, they give me a fucking fork. These guys are genius. I'm trying to see what's so slow. I'm just going to be checking for people to... Whoa, it's a lot of rice. I'll just go half of that, right? I did it yesterday too. It's good. I ate the rice and then I went in a good, better time. I had 2 hours, including cardio. And there were people in there to get in my way and slow me down. And I thought I was wandering and taking a long time. So this is fun. This will be fun. It's me eating. It's not really going to be that fun, but and I really have. Oh, and I did that thing. I was like, I'll do the medical show first, but that's only for Medicaid. And I was like, well, which can still be done if you want to do it if you want to deal with the government, and they don't do it for Medicare for the elderly, but you think they would. And I'm not gonna go ask for them to do that. Like, hey, why don't you have another government program? Because not that's just not my jam right now. There's a lot of fucking rice. Look at that. This is like a pound of rice. There's no way I'm gonna be able to eat all this, even if I wanted to. It's so good though. It's so good before you eat it. I said one day in the near distant future, I would story time. Yeah, I would sing a song from the headphones into the. But I've got nothing but like death metal. I gotta do that too, guys. And what if I did one of mine that's in my ear? It's really crazy. What a weird, crazy world. What if I did one of my own on accident? That seems insulting to the people that did cover it. I saw a couple, like two of my favorite bands who have made albums out in like 10 years are going to come back. I'm like, yes. And I heard it and I go, yes, it was good. So, welcome back. Cotter. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I need to put something on this though. This is soy sauce. And if you have too much soy sauce, your body starts going into shock and produces testosterone. As long as you're young, I said maybe not me. I'm in your 20s and you eat soy, your body's just gonna go, oh, I want, and it's phytoestrogen. It's not actual estrogen, but it is eventually it's enough to trigger testosterone response. And there should be more studies on it, but I'm just waking up pissed. Maybe that's the thing about the estrogen. Maybe women just wake up pissed, and that's what we love about them. But I mean, you don't know. Salty dog. So, oh, I just put it inside the car. The little triangle. So we're gonna sell the car. Oh my god, it's hot. Salt. That's my face reaction. It's the baby going. Ugh. Sorry. Get it over with. Let's just do the corner here. Whoa. He goes. There's a kid in there, and he goes. So, you just want white rice? It's like, yeah, motherfucker. What are you doing? $3 for a pound of rice. It's like almost a whole day. So it's at $30 a month. 3 times 30 is 90, buddy. Whatever. You can buy rice, though. You can buy rice to rice cooker. Call it the college diet. Rice and eggs, man. Will make the world go round. It's like eggs for breakfast, all that high fat, middle of the day rice, eggs for like late at night. What makes some of that look? She was alabaster, like I am. See that? Your car is loud. Alabastards. Let's see what goes underneath. Right to work unaffected. Unions unaffected. Don't have to be a union. It's like, what if you want the thing that they're providing and they're going to provide it anyway? Well, now you'll have to lord that over our heads for providing it without us paying for it. And I count the days. I'm an asshole, but it's true. Who's the other one? Lost this Supreme Judge is bowing out. Already taking the minor duties today. What's his name? I don't know. Old guy. Another old white guy not going to be a judge. Heard that thing about the super socialist Democrat unseated a Democrat in New York, and it's like, well, that's good. At least they're young, right? They're time to learn, or maybe they're a plant. And people went in and went, oh, I'm voting for the not old white guy. Kind of knew that one was covered. Unless you're like in Canada or Russia, you kind of knew that was covered. And even then, it's not outside the realm of possibility. So it's like, it shouldn't be a shock to anybody. The hardcore socialists fucking kind of new. But I mean, the world goes around. I always say whatever your 1%, whatever your thing is, that's fine, and get back to work. Your dogs roll. I mean, so half of this rice I'm not gonna eat, but it's definitely gonna dissolve as I go in. We're gonna do the fortune cookie. Holy shit! All right, well, we won't make it too long for a fortune cookie. You want to be bored? Wait till the end of the video. That is the most boring wait you'll ever have. You can go to the next video too. Down below the video are some comments. Don't like, don't subscribe, but do comment. Let's just send it for a long time, and 1,000 years after you're dead, somebody go, oh, and reply to it, not knowing it's your birthday. They think it'll be like 5 minutes ago, or like it'll just say in June, and like, oh, June this year. No, June 1,000 years ago. Oh, it's so good. So I'm mowing the lawn. I'm going, man, this is. And the lawnmower's a little low, so I got to mow with one arm to the side, like I'm walking a dog. Like I don't like push in front of you. It's just a little too low, so I got to hold it off to one side so I can drop my shoulder naturally. Otherwise, it hurts the delts. So just to bend over. I don't need slaves to pick strawberries, but now you know why they're so short. Always that thing, it's like, blah, blah, blah. I go to start mowing the lawn, and this kid's in the road, and I point behind the kid, because there's a car, it just stopped, and they won't honk their horn. And I point, and I point, and I stop, and I point again, and the kid goes, what? Instead of looking where I'm pointing. You know who can't look where you're pointing? Dogs and bears. I was driving somewhere. This is a rant video. You just call it the ranting video. Just I hate everybody. And at the end of it, I was yelling at some guy to go, oh, he's a human. Come on, human. Get out of the way. Because I'm a Terran. But then in a sense, they're the same thing. There's no difference. So it's just like, I'm ashamed of being the same species as some of these people, which is harsh. I'm like, whether I'm entitled to my opinion or not, they always end up in your head, so you can't really get mad at opinions. You can, it is an opinion, and you can, I don't know what good it does you. And so it's always like, well, it's my justification to be an asshole. The justification is that it's how a lot of these people are treated. You know that I was saying something that was just like you guys called the people on the grass again. You'll be speaking Spanish by the end of the week. I can't. It's just look. It's not. It's summer. 70 degrees or not. It's summer, and I'm sweating, and the glare just burns me like bacon. And I'm packing up, and I'm leaving, and I said this thing, and I'm going to tell you because I just think it's awesome. It said the meek shall inherit the earth, not the loud, not the strong, not the whatever, not the smart, not the active, not the inactive. Mice survive the winter, right? So I said, the meek shall inherit the earth, but I'll take a piece out of you. And so the peace is good for business, and war is good as business. But as a commodity, we know can be sold as a weapon. Weapons can be sold. But how is peace really sold? And you have to realize that peace is the easiest to sell because it's the cheapest to have. So sell peace. I'll take a piece out of you. It becomes wordplay. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to mark this one private too. I'm really sad about that whole job I did going through, but it was kind of hinky because of the whole idea of being government funded. And so I had looked for her. It was not for me. It was for somebody else to have the ride for mom because she's old. Although she might live another 20 years like grandma. I'm doing retire for 30 years. Sorry. And I can talk to myself all day. It's fine. Don't get to this go him. But and so they had put the name of there's a dial-a-ride next to the cab company, and so I go, dial-a-ride sounds like a cab company because clever marketing, fuck the language. The whole language has got to go. Clever marketing is not always their strong suit. This to me, it's not. A lot of times they'll go, but the feels. I don't know. I should set that up better. So there's the political debate, and everybody says, "Oh, well, what about there's no such thing as an illegal human being?" And I was like, "Yeah, but there are trespassers. But those people don't want to be arrested. That hurts their. It's such an exaggeration. It hurts their feelings." And I was like, "Yeah, well, What have I said to you? It's so lean. There's no fat in rice. It's so good." Let's go back to what about the people that it discourages? What about the people that it disadvantages here? And there's a great point of a security checkpoint. And there are large groups of people that are going to be here after I'm gone. They don't complain about the wall at all. So you'll take it up. Just take it up with them. I'm not building it. I don't like taxes. I don't like the wall because of the whole Earth thing. And maybe you don't either, but it's not for and it's nothing personal. That wall goes up because there are babies sleeping. There are women sleeping. We talk about these surveys where they go the most dangerous places in the world for women to live in, and why would they pick? That's just why women pick. I suppose. I assume is why they pick a stronger male to protect them, and then they still have to hedge their bets. What if he ends up being just a nut job, like myself? It flies off the handle. You don't want that. All right, so it just seems kind of weird. The fat is low carb. The fat is low carb. Of course it is. The brain is made of fat. You go on a keto diet. You cut all the carbs out. Your body starts using fat. Maybe if you have a diet well rounded, 4 parts: carbs, fruits and vegetables, meat. What am I missing? Dairy. It's very balanced. Not part of a balanced diet. The whole day, every day, all your diet, all the food you take is very well balanced. And then one day you cut out carbs. Well, your body will make adjustments and go, oh, I need to burn fat. And into a couple of weeks, it'll be really good at it. But then at some point, you got to stop. And then y'all also, what is that from? Don't forget that your brain is, look at me, your brain is fat. 70% fat. A lot of water, the nerves going through, some protein, fatty proteins. And so if you're turning off fat, you start metabolizing your brain, or your brain isn't as spongy as it should be, isn't as damp. So that becomes damaging. And also, in what I heard in the video that I'm basing myself is the guy said carbs help brain function, help you choose right and wrong by eating bread. No, I don't know if that's entirely true. That's not based on any comparison to any diet. The guy said carbs help make decisions. So I don't know. Not carbs is not the in question. I'm just saying. Although it's in mention, but it's not a question. I'm just not to judge your diet. I'm not trying to be judgy. I'm going to take 2 steps back here. 1 forward, 2 steps back. 1 forward, 2 steps back. Watch that be in the edit. Hello. Let's just say hello to the older one now. Sorry. Oh. What was a lot of this? Should I have eaten a 4th of this? A 5th? I'll have a 5th of rye. Okay. You're gonna get cold though. The weather is nice in the shade. And then I'm not mowing a lawn. Now that I'm not mowing a lawn, it's very nice. I'm just shotting over the years towards the river. And you get to see what I guess it sound like an adult person. People are watching this. And I love it that some of you are watching this and have watched all this so far, and that the counter doesn't go up. Now you know he's crazy. Of course, it would if we watched. Over the eye. Are you sure? Are you sure, my love? Sure, baby? Yeah, exactly. You're not. I'm right. Huh. Probably. I tend to say I'm right. The authority on things, just in case. I don't make any quick judgments, so serve me well so far. Salt bonds to water. That's why salt helps melt the roads. Long story short, covalent bonds, dual covalent bonds, not by lowering the melting point. When it makes the covalent, when the chemicals in salt, complex salts, bond back into the water, it creates salt water. It's not that hard to describe. And salt water has a lower melting point. My brain isn't even wrapping around it anymore. Yeah, lower melting point. And so, I said that science teacher, the guy said he invented the cameras for cell phones. And he goes, there's no gravity in a vacuum. That's why the things fall at the same speed. And I said if there was no gravity, they wouldn't fall at all. There's no gravity in space because of the vacuum. Vacuum allows matter to be inert instead of having momentum or having inertia. Fuck that guy. He'd come back speaking English and just hated the white guy, hated white people. It was one of those things where they just had done that thing, had done that. I always go, yeah, that, a lot in these videos. But here's the weirdest thing. like Sean White or something. It was just weird. Salt bonds with the water. Salt, that thicker water, salt water, thicker than water, takes longer to be pushed out. So you'll keep the water that you need for your cells. Yes, if salt goes into your muscles, taking longer to flush out, which is just another reason to have more water. Which is what I could have. I have 24 cups in a day, especially if I go to the gym. Because yeah, that's what you're talking about, isn't it? Tell me again, oh Lord of water. Where is this? Watch, I didn't bring it. Ah, I brought it. So, literally, the thing was that, and this rice, I gotta need something water. It's a little dry. The creatine, it's kind of like red meat, as far as I can tell. The kid gave me a 4. They never do that at the other restaurant. All right, Banzo, Banzo, Banzo. Fake word of the day. Aminos, caffeine, vitamin B, which makes you a little warm. Vitamin B3 and 6 make you a little warm. Vitamin B12, or is it 6? Whatever the highest one, 6 or 12, is niacin that your body can't, which I've said in other videos. Your body can't, just like the salt doesn't break down as quick. And so you spend thermal energy, literally just energy, because of a volcano, to try to purify yourself. Now, it's not like an allergic reaction as it is in beer, which has also some niacin in it. You're actually allergic to alcohol, not the vitamin B. Yeah, that's that. I'll put the lid back on. Just gotta dig in for some. And one more thing, that caffeine thing. So you got creatine, just a very, very simple aminos plus energy. Very simple pre-workout. I prefer Muscle Farm, but that's because I had a Muscle Farm bottles. A short stint. I think in the first video I did was about that. I had those in there, and I drink them in it, which is like way extra niacin. And before your niacin tolerance is up, and if you eat like what do you call it? Up ramen a lot. Or like Oreos. There's niacin as part of the element. It's a vitamin B thing that comes with, cracking open flour and milling it. Separation without having to put preservatives in there. And it's good for metabolism. Do we want to do this? Red and blue is purple, right? I did this guy come over here. I always want to say when people come by, it's like you do say it or you don't say it. And it's like you don't say it. And what do you don't say? You don't say you better fucking hit me hard. Oh, there's another one here. Nobody watching. It's not. No. And he's walking into the sun with black pants. This day's about to get a little warmer. And so, yeah. Like I said the other day, too, you can't wait for that to mix up. La-da-da-da-da. Can't. Oh, play music on YouTube, and you'll get the thing. But you can't. I don't have enough other stats to be monetized anymore than the new rules. So I am, however, not playing it a lot. I like it in the headphones. It's necrophagist. And I gotta be sure I want to put the pre-workout with the rice in me. I usually just start drinking it as I start the workout. I think I might just be sitting really a 2-hour video to do a long one and just get through, and somebody edit that shit for you. Salty. Oh yeah, there's a whole reason. 20 minutes ago, soy sauce has some aminos in it. Aminos help you formulate. You take protein, you break it down to aminos, and you reformulate protein in your body. The aminos are the building blocks. So they have them in walnuts, and they have it in meat. They have some in dairy, and then like the block chain amino acids, your body are so broken down in the right right complex molecule that they just go right to the cells and just assist. Oh yeah, you want to be connected. I'm sorry, the signal. If it's choppy for me, it's not because I'm just looking in the camera. But it was like 10 seconds. The that's the band that won't be back. These things are awesome. But I guess I want to start with Capitalism. You're supposed to drink the pre-workout before, but it was like I would drink it and the caffeine would kick in, and then I'd be in there, and then like 45 minutes into it, I want like a Gatorade or something more, which is part and parcel of the reason why I'm eating the rice. I would just eat the top half. Top hats. Uh, so without the shuttle thing, I think it's just back to the studying that I'm not doing. Hold on. Your camera is sitting on a empty, washed out, well, empty bucket, the gravel bucket. All right, we're trying this. What kind of mustard is that? That's not yellow. Water, mustard, starch, vinegar, salt, turmeric, 1/10 of 1% sodium benzoate. Oh, it's Chinese mustard. There's some kick to that. Is it turmeric? Does that? Turmeric's not spicy. WY Industries, 2500 Secaucus Road, North Bergen, New Jersey 07047. Shout out. Shout out, sir. The ultimate meme. Spend too much time on the internet. I know that. There's videos. It's spicy mustard. I didn't know mustard was even could be spicy. Well, then what's the hot sauce? He asked. Oh, that's such a new spice. Why do I not know what that is? It's just like it's almost like sour, sour spicy. All right, what am I listening to that's just trucking? Surreption. Oh, you used to go see Summer Slaughter tour this year. A lot of those bands are just amazing. As far as metal goes, amazing. Spicy mustard. Who knew? Spicy sour mustard. I guess it was just having lunch. All right, so the white rice will metabolize much quicker and go into body fat. But if I go and work out, it'll just be blood sugar. And so the blood sugar is just what you need. Since I'm not a diabetic, I can just keep producing blood sugar constantly. The diabetic needs the insulin to remind them their blood sugar when their blood sugar is low. That's why they have to eat. They can eat sugars. They can't eat too much of it because I don't know, and I don't know why. I guess they just go into shock. Their body starts producing, needing to produce insulin it doesn't have, so it's just not enough or something. I wish I knew more about it. I'm sorry. I just know if you become a vegetarian, you can stop type 2, the onset of it is. Because the fats interfere with your metabolism. Too much like fried sugar bread, donuts, is just not conducive to getting your circulation up. Don't eat a donut and try to, on Valentine's Day. Oh, how old is that video? All right. Spicy sour mustard. This is new. I like this, China. I don't always like Chinese food. Don't eat fat before you work. Don't eat fat before you work out, really. The video, I hope the audio is good. Woo. Makes it a little better to isolate some audio. Oh, there's a jingle. There's some tracer, you know, the frame loss. You can see it? Let's see it. Watch. See it? Some interpolated. Well, oh my god, it's weird. They took the spicy, sour Chinese mustard challenge. It does look like, I'm here to get real close to the worst part of the video. It almost looks like there's sugar in it or something. Like, it's just weird. What time are we doing? 6 o'clock. I wanted to be there at 4. Ha! Good luck with that. Well, I'm going to finish this fucking weird mustard. China, I'm going to write China letter. Take a letter. Take a letter. It's like a paste or something. I don't even know what it goes with. Sour, spicy Chinese mustard. Maybe just set it in a box still out or something. Mustard doesn't really, it's just this grain. It doesn't go bad. Oh, and I love it. I'll drink sriracha. I make fun of Tabasco. This is just it's an entirely new spice. Girl. Funny, sorry. I thought that's funny. I will. It was not funny. I apologize on behalf of people who think things are funny. I'm just going to finish this and then go. And I'll eat this. What I'm going to think of is just eat the last of this rice on the way off. Or after the drawing. I think it's fucking bullshit. Oh, I got a brace for this. Let's see, pig time. We're not Terrans, we're piglians. I don't know what this flavor is. Oh, it's so deranged. Oh my god. That's so weird. Alright. That feels like half of that box. How do you do this? Close these two. I had trouble with this yesterday. I can't close the box. They don't big charge anything. There we go. Rice? Rice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Remember that? Who remembers that? Oh, I said push a cookie. I didn't mean it. Hold on a second. Let's do 2 things here. 2. Heavy leg day. Fucking joy. I don't want food on this card either. Whatever. Was that flat? Sharp and then flat? Sorry. What is that? I know it's kill switch. Engage bloodstains. Alright, there's the card. All right. If you could hear it, it's a great spot to stop. 36 minutes in. With that cookie, you eat cookie. It's not hard to understand. The spend too much time myself watching television with people from the West Coast accents to really some of that accent. Chicago's probably gonna call in my accent here. Let's see. There is a prospect of a thinking time head for you. What? Talk about appropriate for me. Hold on, check on the show. Done. Who's Nelson? Hey, it already did. You win. Now what are you gonna do? You gonna go get a job, you fucking hippie? I love these people. I do. I love these people. Who thinks it's gonna collapse their lifetime? Actually, I would say that it's with nobody in the room. I think it's isn't it everything? I feel like a political comedian. People make hammers for nails. So why is capitalism in your lifetime? Answer that, and I bet you'll have the answer if it's gone away. Trees grow for sunlight, don't they? Is the goddamn sun going away in our lifetime? I wish I could argue so. What are you going to argue that much for communism? Maybe one day maybe I might. Maybe I already am. Whoa. I don't understand this. Speaking of does capitalism fail? Learn Chinese. 5 pieces. Wupian. 26. I fucked up. It doesn't say 26. I just got ahead of myself here. Here's what it actually is. They don't say that capitalism is going to fall in our time. They say that Spanish is going to fall in our time. These things are here because they are how people relate to each other. You sell things for money. That's capitalism. If you are in China, you sell things for money. That's communism. You really have no idea where in the timeline that you exist. Your idea of reality is just hanging on by a fucking thread. God, I hate people that are like, oh, I think it's all going to fall apart. Then get out of the way of people who are putting it back together. Or hell, Jesus Christ and his buddies. All right, there is a prospect of a thinking time head for you. I don't know what that means. Of a no, maybe it's not thinking. Maybe it's of a th space ling. So is that maybe it's of a I don't know, man. That's so many. Why can't I do Wheel of Fortune? Pat say Jack. What is that? What is it? That word? TH space, maybe 2 spaces, LING. Or if it's a D, ING. Threading. There is a prospect of a threading time head, not a head for you. Motherfuckers. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. You start thinking about this thing and you forget about capitalism. You start trying to figure out what that cryptic shit is. They're happy they sold something with substandard grammar. I want to say something bad about capitalism. Um, it's not always educational. Sometimes it's hard knocks. Sometimes you have to learn from somebody else, and that's not all. Learning from other people isn't always educational. If you've been to public school, you might very well know that. Anyways, where's capitalism? The West? Arguably not in the EU. All right, let's try this pre-workout. Here we go. Here we go. I like taking heavy metal songs and singing them. Oh, this is another band. They're not on that tour. Decapitated. They came back and they were awesome. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know where that came up. I had nobody in the room. You'll have to go back and see if anyone pops up there. Who that is. I never watched these videos back. I might have watched like one and hear my voice. Like this sound right here, because a little bit like this. And let's get a little hot. A little more tension. Like this. A little bit like that. And that's what it sounds like when I hear it back. Those crazy dreamers. I'm gonna write self-help. At the end of go back, I'll read the last couple entries and I'll look at it and I wish I haven't published yet at this time. And I'll go, well, maybe I want to say greed is bad and don't look a gift horse in the mouth and don't forget to dream. And I know what you're doing if you're spending time bitching about any ism. Aren't you dreaming of where some system falls apart? If you're a communist and you like the system to work together and you kneel before this, you bow to the state. There's a thing called tithe. I've talked about it before, and I remember it from the Louisiana episode of the X-Men cartoon in the 1990s. The tithe. It's an offering, but it's like taxes. It's tax offering. And if you want your system to fail, then you go, oh, capitalism's going to fall apart. Why don't you just come here and fix it? Shut your face if you're not. And I think or you could switch it. If I say I want communism to fail, and I say I don't want anybody to fail, and they go, well, you don't want him to fail. He's this and that. He's all these things we've made up. You're just horrible people. You're just you're in a fucking mood. You're getting emotional. Mm-hmm. I just realized they don't speak this shit. Or do they? I'm sorry, put myself here when you're watching it and putting myself here when I'm recording it is different. The reality is just you just take the time to see where I think, oh, somebody might be watching it later, somebody might be listening. You hate capitalism. Maybe somebody might be working hard for a living. So you wanted communism so they'd make more by taking more away from them so they'd have some social program that you don't have installed yet. Fix your shit first. We'll call it fixism. You can get your fix with fixism. Until then, don't fuck with everybody else. Don't fuck with China. Don't fuck with America. Don't fuck with Europe. Don't fuck with Africa. I don't know. They've got a couple of unions, right? At 1 or 2, 3. I know they've got some pirate problems. They've got some these shepherds, herders problems. Look at it, but I think you have to look at Africa more like by the religions, right? Christian, Muslim, and or Coptic, I think maybe, which is just an old Christian. All right, we have to stop futzing around. I think I'm going to do another dab of that before I go in. Maybe I just a coffee urge. It's just nuts. Somebody go, oh, hey, what do you want to say? It's going to go bad and fucking trigger the guy in the video. Vida locura. Oh, is it? There's a guy, Thomas Victor. Wictor. And I kind of agree with him on the, speaking of Spanish, that we're not going to go to war with Mexico. I like my idea of bring them in, head south, reconquistador, reconquer. That way you get to, I don't go in, so it's not my say. You get to do what you were already doing. I don't even get to take credit for it, but I get to spend tourist money there. That's good for everybody. And whatever you're selling, I get to buy. That's even better. So that's enough on the Mexican situation. I'm going to do my best not to even speak Spanish for a while, unless it's a fluent Spanish video where I butcher Castellano. I told you we speak Chicano here. It's a little different. It's Spanglish is you slip the ever present English into the ever present Spanish, but Chicano is you slip Spanish into your English. Pokes the fucking aluminum. All right. Yeah, and so it's getting cool. It's getting sunset. It's just a waste. I was just daydreaming there again, which is time to go. Never going to be able to get rid of that daydreaming shit. I don't know what this says. This is killing me. There is a prospect of a... Oh, man. And I can't see up close. I don't have my glasses. Oh man, if I could hit Linux, I could, or well, if the phone is on, I could go. You go quote th asterisk end quote space plus space quote asterisk ling quote search, and the wildcards will start. You could search with wildcards, and it would start to pull up the words. What can I? Or I go to the some Scrabble site and try to figure out what I can do with those letters. La, la, la. And like I said, the language is gonna be from gibberish. It's gonna be some sort of city speak with the grammar backwards. No one's gonna. In about 3,000 years, the language in this video will have to have subtitles, so I mean, I want to get on that. That's another reason why they're on some video. All right, so I've eaten, got pre-workout, mixing up, ready to go. I'm gonna add some water to that when I get in there. It is super late, but I have but maybe it's thinned out. Let's just try to drive over and see the parking lot. Excuse me. I just said that guy, he's like, oh, well, what if he thinks it's going to go? I'm triggered. And then talk about what I'm talking about. Or gal, or whatever. Who thinks it's going to go? Well, you tweeted or whatever. They commented on the video without paying for it. So it's already gone in their world. And yet the sun will come up tomorrow. Don't try to have me on logic-based arguments. It's a thing called the devil's advocate. Some asshole can argue anything. It's the sun in my eyes. No, I'm just looking at it. Anybody can argue fucking anything. What are you gonna do about it? All right. Well, my spot's open, so don't be proud to watch this video. Don't even watch the next one. They're just ugh.